Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. So my name is Laura Goodhue. I am the Vice President of Public Policy for Planned Parenthood of Southeast and North Florida. I'm very pleased to be here with Congresswoman Lois Frankel and former Senator Barbara Boxer. So just this morning, about 15 minutes ago, the Florida legislature passed through the first committee an extreme near total abortion ban. And this is after facing a horrific ban at 15 weeks for the past 7 months. Since Roe v. Wade fell last June, people who can get pregnant, women in Florida, and really all across the South have been just facing horrific consequences, horrific experiences, just trying to manage their health care without political interference. And what we're seeing is people just in dire circumstances. They are driving from all over the South to seek care at Planned Parenthood health centers. And so today we are talking about the impact of extremist abortion bans and just speaking about the harmful effects they have. And so without further ado, I would like to introduce Congresswoman Lois Frankel, who is with us today. We are very, very proud of her championing reproductive health and rights in the Florida in the U.S. Capitol. And without further ado, I'll let her say some comments. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Laura. Good morning. Thank you, Laura, and thank you so much to Planned Parenthood for the good work. And it is actually thrilling to be here with Senator Barbara Boxer. We go way back, and she is one of my heroines. So listen, I'm going to get straight to the point. Women, not politicians, should have the freedom to decide whether, when, and with whom to start or grow a family. And having legal access to contraception and abortion is part of that freedom. And let me make it clear, 8 out of 10 Americans agree with the right to access to legal abortion. And as Laura said, Florida currently has an onerous 15-week abortion ban, one that even forced a 15-year-old victim of incest to flee this state to get an abortion. But forcing a 15-year-old to have to flee the state for an abortion, which is very cruel, is just a peek into what's going to happen here with this 6-week ban. Because if it goes into effect, which we expect it will, it's going to be a horror show for the women here, for the women of the South, and for their doctors, because a 6-week ban is equivalent to basically banning abortion, since so many women do not even know they're pregnant until after 6 weeks. And anybody who's home, I want you to take a look at a map, and look at a map of the southern part of this country. Abortion is outlawed almost completely in Alabama, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Texas, and very, very limited in Georgia, and about to be very, very limited in North Carolina and South Carolina. So you ask yourself, if you are here just in West Palm Beach, you find yourself pregnant, you are unable, unready, for whatever your personal reason is, are not ready to bring a child into the world or another child into the world, what do you do? Where do you go? You might be ill, you may be 14 years old, you have a job, you have a family, you're under-resourced, and this 6-week ban will especially affect people who are under-resourced. So, and it's not only about the women, and the women of the South, but their doctors, because Florida's will punish doctors who may be trying to save a woman's life with 5 years in prison or a $5,000 fine. And so what you will find is that healthcare providers who are treating women are going to have to decide, do they save their patient's life or do they protect their own freedom? So I'm going to end as I started, and I'm just going to say this again. Women, not politicians, not the governor, not the legislature, should have the freedom to decide when, how, and with whom to start or grow a family. And with that, I'm going to bring up one of the fiercest defenders of women's rights I have ever met, Senator Barbara Boxer.
Thank you so much, Lois. Thank you. It is my honor to be standing here with two champions of choice. And Congresswoman and I do go way back. And I'm so proud of you because your voice coming out of Florida right now, it is so important. You know, the last time I heard America was one nation under God with liberty and justice for all. And we say those precious words very often. But because of power-grabbing politicians here in Florida and in other red states, women are losing their freedom. They can't get justice, and they are now fearing for their very lives. A 15-week ban with no exceptions for rape, incest, or sex trafficking is what you've had. Terrible. I asked the staff of Planned Parenthood to brief me on what it's like. It is not a pretty picture, a 15-week ban. And now, unbelievably, the powers that be in this state are going to go another step toward the unimaginable, a near total ban on abortion here in this magnificent state of Florida. I don't know what has happened to Florida. I don't know that. I don't understand it. And I just hope and I pray that the men and women of Florida, of every party, because this isn't a partisan issue. It's a human rights issue. It's a freedom issue. I hope all of you will join together with one voice and say no to this near total abortion ban. Now, your governor is preening around the country, including he's in my state, he's been in my state, and he keeps saying Florida is a place where woke dies. I don't know what the heck he means, but I'll tell you from my perspective, Florida could become a place where women die. And I do not say this lightly. And I do not say this without knowledge. And I do not say this for a lack of experience, because I was of reproductive age when we did not have Roe v. Wade. And yes, women died. Hundreds of women a year. We don't even know how many, because you never could find out the cause of their death because it was a crime. It was awful. And I came up with a GOP that was different. I was on the board of Planned Parenthood in Marin County, California. In the 70s, George Herbert Walker Bush was on the national board of Planned Parenthood. This was never a partisan issue until now. And the GOP in those years stood for Grand Old Party. Well, you know what it stands for now? The Get Our Permission Party, the GOP. Get our permission if we want to read a book. Get our permission if you want to learn history. Get our permission before you can marry who you love, before you can learn the truth of our history. Get our permission before you can decide a most personal, private healthcare decision. And I just say, again, how fortunate you are to have this Congresswoman here with her brave voice, because this is a time to be brave. Did I ever think at this certain age of mine that I would have to be here telling you the stories of when I was growing up and what it was like? I never expected it. So in closing, which is always the greatest words for any former senator, everyone waits to hear. In closing, politicians, stay in your lane. You got a lot to do. We got climate change, we've got gun violence, we got infrastructure, we've got housing issues, we got a lot of things to do, politicians. Stay out of women's private lives. You know, if I wake up in the morning and I don't feel good, I do not call Mitch McConnell. I do not call even my dear friend Joe Biden. No. And I certainly would never call Ron DeSantis. I don't, even though he says, or his wife says, God has brought him to us. God has brought us all, okay? All of us are God's children and should be respected. So stay in your lane. Don't do a 6-week ban, because I have a feeling if you go that route, there will be a ballot measure. This is what I think will overturn the whole thing. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Congresswoman and Senator Boxer. That concludes our comments before our luncheon. Do you have any questions for us, or do you want to do those?
No, I have a question, and it's also for the Senator and the Congressman. Obviously, this is about an election and a mandate that Florida Republicans feel they have given. I would like to ask the Senator what advice she would give Florida Democrats as to how they could turn that around, and then I would ask the Congressman how do Democrats plan to turn this around?
That's great.
Well, there's no mandate on this issue. If you want to look at a mandate, it's quite the opposite. Look at the red states where there have been ballot measures. And overwhelmingly, the people, Republicans, Democrats, nonpartisan voters, they all vote for a woman's right to choose. There is zero mandate on this. So politically speaking, I think the Republicans are walking into a huge trap. All they have to do is look back at what happened in the midterms, where there was supposed to be this red giant wave, and in part because of this issue, it never happened. So to me, the last thing I would say is there was a mandate to take away a woman's rights. I don't see that at all. I really don't.
Well, I think what's going to happen is we're going to see the consequences of these terrible laws, whether it's the banning of the books or the not teaching history, but in terms of these abortion laws, what you're going to see is literally thousands and thousands of women being forced to have children when they're not ready. And you're going to see this not only in Florida, but across the South, because there is no haven for women to be in charge of their own reproductive freedom anymore with this ban.
What is the path, you think?
The path is going to be when people realize what they have put into office. They're going to have to go to the ballot box. But I will tell you this, in Congress, we have a bill, which I am one of the sponsors, called the Women's Health Protection Act. And that law, if we could get it passed, and it's a big if, would basically repeal all these ban abortion laws.
On a state level, would you support a referendum like in Kansas?
I expect there's going to be a referendum. But again, that's in 2 years. What's going to happen until the next election? There are going to be a lot of families that are going to be forced to start families or grow their families.
Can I make a point?
Yeah, go ahead, make a point.
In addition to what the Congresswoman said about people being forced to have kids, a lot of women will not move forward with pregnancy. I can tell you from my experience, they will get unsafe abortions, self-induced and others. That's the problem. So you will have some people who say, okay, I'll have to have a child even though I'm not ready, I'm not prepared, and it causes all kinds of issues for them. But in addition, there'll be many women who will seek abortions and they will not be safe. Let me just tell you a story, which I'm going to talk about in a speech later. When I worked, I grew up in New York, and I worked on Wall Street as a stockbroker, very early years of that. And I had a friend who came to me crying and said, I'm pregnant, and my boyfriend just threw $300 at me and told me to go to Mexico. She said, I'm so scared, can you come? I said, I can't. I said, I was married at the time, I was all of 21, and I said, I can't, but let me know. But we didn't have cell phones. Anyway, it took her a really long time to come back to work because she got an infection. She had a back alley, dangerous abortion, and she didn't even know if she would ever be able to have kids. I'm just making the point. Some women will have a child, will cause them all kinds of issues that they didn't want to face, and some women will be so desperate as to do something so dangerous. And when that happens, if that happens, there'll be an outcry, because women are not going to remain silent about this.
I think, Barbara, you and I are old enough to have lived before Roe v. Wade, and I can tell a story too. I found a teen friend nearly bleeding to death in bed because she had gone for an illegal botched abortion. And I want to make it clear, and I think I speak for all three of us. Children are blessings, and they also are a responsibility. I know I'm a grandmother. We love our grandchildren, but the point is this: it's got to be a personal decision, not a politician's decision. So, I think that's the point we're trying to make. And Florida, as I said, is about a horror show for families, for women, for their rights, is about to start, and for doctors who are not going to know what to do. All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your comments.